to Wine Library TV. I am your host, Gary Chuck, and this, my friends, is the Thunder Show, aka the internet's most passionate wine program. And today we have an exceptionally important, exciting show because we are talking about the ZAP event that takes place always in the last weekend in January for all the big Zinfandel heads out there. It is the grand poobah of all Zinfandel. Tons of Zin producers come in. It is easily one of the best wine events in the country, and this year it's taking place on the 28th to the 31st. Mott, link that up. We're linking up the event, and there's a special Vaniac code for an event on the 29th, Mott. This is pretty cool. Good job by ZAP reaching out to us. They wanted to give a Vaniac code. They have an event on the 29th called Good Eats and Zin. That is normally like $120-something a ticket, I think. But for Vaniacs, it's $99. So I figured I'd pass that on to you guys. Mott, link that code up. And so we're excited about that. But far more exciting than that is the fact that we get to taste the wine that they make each year at ZAP. Only sold at ZAP, and I really don't know anybody really tasting it before the event ever before. So kind of nice little honor we get Mr. Mott to do here for the Vaniacs today. This is a very fascinating program. What they did a while ago, now it's been going, I mean, I think they've made this for about 6 or 7 vintages, maybe since '97. I'm not sure about that. Definitely within a decade. Maybe somebody in the comments from the program can put the exact information. But what's really neat about this is they make 90 cases of this wine, Mott. And what they did was they found a bunch of clippings of Zinfandel from throughout all of California and planted a vineyard at UC Davis, because Zin is really the California grape. You know, it's like the American varietal, and it's really, really. Let me see what's going on here. They say something here. Let me read this actually. Each year, one of our producers creates the blend of this wine based on 90 selections from vineyards in 14 different counties. Each vine is head trained and spur pruned and so what else? The Association of Zinfandel Advocates, ZAP. Anyway, so they've got a while ago they brought down all these clippings, all these different Zin things, and then they do like a field blend of all these different Zin cuttings. It's a $22 retail play. They make only 90 cases, and this year Jerry Seps from Storybook Mountain, who, you know, I think is a great winemaker, is going to be making the wine. So here it is. This is the Heritage Vineyard 2006 California Zinfandel, $22 US, 90 cases made, and there is something that says Zinfandel.org here on the back. So Mott, can get you busy. Hey, listen, don't make faces. Tougher times out there, Mott. Gotta work it. So, appreciate it. Let's get right into it. Let's give this a sniffy sniff. Again, I really want to thank all the people at ZAP. This is a huge honor for me. This is one of the great festivals in the world, and I've never gone because for 5 straight years when I wanted to go, it landed on the Super Bowl. So, ZAPs, can you guys possibly change that? Can you look into that? Though it doesn't fall on the Super Bowl this year. It's a little bit before. But this is definitely for anybody who's a big Zinfandel fan, should absolutely go, and I'm definitely going to make a conservative effort to go out as soon as possible. Let's give it a sniffy sniff. Classic big fruit that you expect from most Zins, very ripe. I get a little bit of strawberry on the nose. Good kind of little chalkiness, and not because there's a piece of chalk here on the nose as well. Oh, you like our new little angle? Mott and I are getting a little creative. Fun to really focus on these one wine projects as well. One more little sniffy sniff. Not as much pepper as I'm used to. As a matter of fact, I do get a little bit of a beef jerky component here. I've referenced Slim Jim, snap into a Slim Jim like Macho Man Randy Savage in the past, but believe it or not, this actually has even more Slim Jim components to it. You know, Slim Jim is not a beef jerky. It's some weird stuff in there. It's kind of like Tabasco-y and peppery, and this has more of that kind of smell and a little bit of like a cherry component. Really, really quite neat. I like it. I'm a Slim Jim fan. Let's give it a whirl. Good ripeness. No, not too much heat, which I appreciate. 14.9 alcohol, so it has the fruit to contain a non-heat-like experience which I think is extremely important and very powerful. Kudos on that effort. That's really quite nice. Let me give it one more shot. You know, jammy, good structure, good fruit, not bad. You know, a little one-dimensional, but it has a little floral component that is not too bad. Very jammy, very jammy. I feel like I'm in the old country and Grandma Esther is baking up some fruit and turning into real jam. So definitely a little goopy probably for some people, a little sugar-fied, as I would say, for some people, but still a very well-made Zin. Doesn't kill me, doesn't have as much pepper as I prefer in my Zinfandels, but still a pretty well-made wine. I'm probably scoring 89 points. I don't think it has the oomph to get me excited to get into the 90-point stratosphere, but at 22 moans, pretty fair. Do I feel in the back of my mind that there's Zins that I've had between $14 and $18 a bottle that I think are as good as this? There are, and that's probably what has me a little bit chill, not as excited, but still a very special program. One that you want to support. You know, certain things you just buy because you want to support the cause. This would be like that kind of play for me. And definitely, if you're in the mood to try a lot of Zinfandels and hang out with, you know, the Zin peeps, pretty good people. The people that produce Zin, I've always kind of had a nice affinity for. It's a great event. Click the link below. I don't actually recall off the top of my head the details of where the location is. That we'll have that in the information. But a solid effort and definitely a wine that I think would last for any of you that are going to be at ZAP and thinking about picking this up. I'd say a 2-3 hour decanter. I think a wine, you know, to decant for 2 or 3 hours before you drink it. I think it's a wine that will last 3 to 6 years. I think is a nice window for it. And definitely a wine that goes well with a lot of things. But the thing that comes to mind, believe it or not, for me is I'd love to try this with sausage with a bunch of peppers, like a nice, like the thing you pay like $19 at the ball game for. Question of the day: what is the best wine event, festival instead of a wine event? More than 50 people were there, so let's put that kind of like quota on it. What was the best wine event that you've ever been to? I like that question mark. You. With a little bit of me, we're changing the wine world.